I love those who can smile in trouble, who can gather strength from distress, and grow brave by reflection. 'Tis the business of little minds to shrink, but they whose heart is firm, and whose conscience approves their conduct, will pursue their principles unto death. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. Where the spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. Time stays long enough for anyone who will use it. Nature is the source of all true knowledge. She has her own logic, her own laws. She has no effect without cause nor invention without necessity. Iron rusts from disuse, water loses its purity from stagnation, even so does inaction sap the vigor of the mind. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. While I thought that I was learning how to live, I have been learning how to die. The beginnings and ends of shadow lie between the light and darkness and may be infinitely diminished and infinitely increased. Shadow is the means by which bodies display their form. The forms of bodies could not be understood in detail but for shadow. Why does the eye see a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination when awake? He who loves practice without theory is like the sailor who boards ship without a rudder and compass and never knows where he may cast. It's easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. He who wishes to be rich in a day will be hanged in a year. All our knowledge has its origins in our perceptions. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what is past and the first of that which comes, so with present time. Our life is made by the death of others. Men of lofty genius sometimes accomplish the most when they work least, for their minds are occupied with their ideas and the perfection of their conceptions, to which they afterwards give form. The mind of the painter must resemble a mirror, which always takes the color of the object it reflects and is completely occupied by the images of as many objects as are in front of it. To such an extent does nature delight and abound in variety that among her trees there is not one plant to be found which is exactly like another, and not only among the plants, but among the boughs, the leaves and the fruits, you will not find one which is exactly similar to another. Just as courage imperils life, fear protects it. Experience never errs, it is only your judgments that err by promising themselves effects such as are not caused by your experiments. Science is the captain, and practice the soldiers. The senses are of the earth, the reason stands apart from them in contemplation. Although nature commences with reason and ends in experience, it is necessary for us to do the opposite, that is to commence with experience and from this to proceed to investigate the reason. I have always felt it as my destiny to build a machine that would allow man to fly. I have found that, in the composition of the human body as compared with the bodies of animals, the organs of sense are duller and coarser. Thus, it is composed of less ingenious instruments, and of spaces less capacious for receiving the faculties of sense. As every divided kingdom falls, so every mind divided between many studies confounds and saps itself. All knowledge which ends in words will die as quickly as it came to life, with the exception of the written word, which is its mechanical part. How many emperors and how many princes have lived and died and no record of them remains, and they only sought to gain dominions and riches in order that their fame might be everlasting. Each man is always in the middle of the surface of the earth and under the zenith of his own hemisphere, and over the center of the earth. The painter who draws merely by practice and by eye, without any reason, is like a mirror which copies everything placed in front of it without being conscious of their existence. It is better to imitate ancient than modern work. Experience does not err. Only your judgments err by expecting from her what is not in her power. Good men by nature wish to know. I know that many will call this useless work, men who desire nothing but material riches and are absolutely devoid of that of wisdom, which is the food and only true riches of the mind. Men of lofty genius when they are doing the least work are most active. There is no object so large but that at a great distance from the eye it does not appear smaller than a smaller object near. Many are they who have a taste and love for drawing, but no talent, and this will be discernible in boys who are not diligent and never finish their drawings with shading. If you like this video, please like and comment. Click subscribe so you don't miss the latest videos from us. Thank you for watching.